In this video, I'm going to show you how I like to light my charcoal grill using a charcoal grill chimney. What I like to do is, rather than filling the chimney up all the way with charcoal, I only fill it up about half of the way and pile the other half of it off to the right side or off to the side of the charcoal grate area to use as a bed of non-heated charcoal. And the purpose for doing this is because when you light the charcoal in this chimney, as I will demonstrate, the bottom half will light, and I can dump that bottom half of the charcoal over the top half or over the half of the grate that is covered with charcoal that is not lit, and it will provide a longer or more longevity to your grilling time. After filling up the chimney, then I stuff it with about 3 sheets, half sheets of newspaper, so it ends up being 1 full sheet and a half a sheet of newspaper, and then lighting it. And of course, I like to use my man torch rather than a lighter, but any fire source will do, including a match. I light it in 2 or 3 areas to get it burning it evenly and let it set. Typically it takes between 8 and 12 minutes to light, and what we'll do then is come back to this as soon as it's lit well. Here you can see the charcoal once it's been lit. It's been burning for about 12 minutes now, and you can see it's red hot, burning with embers, and that top layer still hasn't lit itself. But that's fine, because this bottom layer is burning so hot that when we dump it over the charcoal grate area, it will get to a point that all of it will be lit, but the longevity will be extended because we haven't lit all of it at one time. I also like to spread everything out and get it evenly spread out across the grate. And then during the grilling process, depending on how hot this tends to get, which mine gets fairly hot, many times I will slide it again off to one side, which allows me to have a cooler side if I'm charring my food too quickly. Now we'll let this set for just a bit after putting the grate back on. We'll let it set for a bit. We'll let it heat up the grate and heat up the grilling area on the inside of the grill. And I typically like to get it up to around 300 degrees. It doesn't have a problem hitting 300 degrees using this technique. I typically can get it to 450 almost instantly. After we've let it set now for just a few minutes, at this point it's about 375 degrees. I like to brush off the grate just a bit after it's heated up, and it's loosened up some of the oils and fats that's left on the grate from the previous grilling experience. And usually when I'm grilling, I start with my charcoal as far away from the grill surface as what I can, and that gives me some time to adjust really the intensity that I'm looking for. The meat's on the grill and ready to go. We'll come back and take a look at it after we're done. Using this method of lighting your grill, you'll have perfect coals every time, and you'll have a successful grilling experience. I started using this last year, and I will not go back to using lighter fluid, I can tell you that much. So if you're looking for a way to have a healthy meal, spend time around the grill as a family, this is the best way to get started.
If you found this video to be helpful, informative, or otherwise entertaining, don't forget to subscribe. And remember to smile for a stranger today. You'll both be glad you did.